Oh! Open up. Yeah, this tutorial is very short in comparison to many other ones that even From Software has made, you know. Actually, no, From Software's tutorial areas have never really been that long. Okay, Oscar.
Oh, you. You're no hollow, hmm?
Okay, maybe
Thank goodness.
I need to lower
I'm
maybe
done
the
for, I'm
character's
afraid.
voices like a
I'll die soon.
Yeah.
Then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart.
Bell of Awakening. I don't think we even need Frompt for that. He's the first person in the story who actually... Well,
an
the
Estus
Crestfallen Knight also nearby the bonfire and
favorite.
Firelink Shrine also gives you a hint about, you know, ringing some bells, but that guy's fucking... Like, he's a bit deranged, that guy. While Oscar in the other hand seems much more sensible.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Yeah. So, first thing of business. That's definitely too loud. Maybe like 8 would be like just about.
Now I must bid farewell.
Yeah. I think Oscar's voice is quite a bit louder than many of the other NPCs you will find, so...
And thank you.
Yeah.
Now I would...
Thing is, we can kill him ourselves, or... Yeah, we could have just punched him to death also. Oh yeah, Chester menu. Hold up. I should have bowed to him when he was still alive. What kind of decorum is that? Let me see, point up maybe first. Wave. Then let's do... a bow next. Ah, that's fine. Oh yeah, parrying. It's L2 in this game. Yeah, parry is like instantaneous in this game. You just parry like whenever the attack is just like about to hit you, like it's like instant. Oh yeah, kick, right. I don't think the game allows me to spam kick like really fast back to back to back. It just breaks, I think. Let me backstab! I'm gonna parry and then backstab him. Come here. Okay, what is wrong with this game? How do I not find the backstab frame there? Sometimes they just jump like that. That is just a little slow. Also, I can move while casting this. I forgot about that. The damage is not bad at all. The damage is very fine. Yeah, the base damage of Pyromancies in Dark Souls 1 is very good. Manual aiming could use some work for sure. That is... The fact that I can move at the same time is making it so weird. I one-shot him? Okay. Sure. Also, I'm not gonna fight the Asylum Demon right now because I use so many of my fireball casts. I wanna have the fireball cast when I fight him because of Well, no good reason really. I can beat him easily with the axe as well, but I want to see how much damage I can do. That would be a good reason enough why. Yeah, it feels so fucking weird to be playing this game. Like, okay, it's like... How do I explain this? Like, even back in the day, when this game was, like, kind of, like, new to me, like, even then, like, there was some other, like, single-player games, like, even Skyrim, that was released literally the same year as Dark Souls 1 was even. That when I went back to play this game, because of my friend's recommendation in, like, you know, late 2014, so, like, 12 or so years ago at least, where, like, the normal, like, movement and, like, a lot of the, like, systems were just constructed a lot more user-friendly. And this game is definitely significantly more, like, old school when it comes to, like, the style of how the game moves, plays, and looks at the same time. So going back to this, it's kind of like how much of the experience that I'm getting from this game is nostalgia talking, and how much of it is the game just being actually good, you know? That's kind of like a weird thing to think about when you play these, like, older games after playing, like, newer style games. Like, take, like, Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers as an example. Like, Wu-Chang's developers, when they were developing that game, they had all of the hindsight, the knowledge, the experience, and the cross-referencing material to, like, take inspiration and compare their own game when they were, you know, making it, all the way from, like, 2016 when they started first, like, making the game or so. Like, even back then, like, they, throughout, like, those years of developing the game, they were able to cross-reference and take inspiration from other games that already were doing certain things better. So they did not have to be the trailblazers of, like, this, like, Souls-like genre, you know, like From Software was doing here, you know? So, like, any of those games that I have rated, like, significantly lower from my enjoyment, there's a lot of mechanics, boss encounters, like soundtracks and environments, graphical fidelity in, like, textures and character models, and you know, boss fight, like, attack designs, and there's a lot of things in those newer games that I have overall just rated worse from my own experience, that do a lot of the things even significantly better than something like Dark Souls 1 does nowadays, or Dark Souls 2 even, you know? Because it's just like, this game is starting to be, like, so old in comparison to, you know, the newer style of, like, Souls-like games that are coming out, that this feels almost like a culture shock to be playing this in comparison to something like that, you know? So it's kind of like, despite the nostalgia, how much of this would I authentically still believe is, like, very snappy and, like, top tier in design? How much of it would I think so? Also, my damage reduction is very good. Like, I don't take a lot of damage from these guys, at least, from these normal hollows. But yeah, anyways, more things to think about, I suppose. Oh yeah, I wanna... Yeah. I wonder if dashing would have been better. Maybe not. Take a fireball. Take another fireball. Take another fireball. That is a useless attack. Take another fireball. Bye-bye. Oh, dear heavens. Yeah, this playthrough will be quite something. I don't think there's any items on these urns, but I have never broken these at this point in the game, so might as well, I guess. Can I destroy them faster? Running does not work. Yep, From Software. From Software usually does not allow you to break objects just by running into them. That's the thing that some newer Souls-like games allow you to do, but yeah. You need to roll on the stuff. The base stamina region is pretty good. As long as I have light load, that is. Excellent. Let's move on. Right, did the game change us into human form without me actually having to consume a humanity at the bonfire, or do I actually just have to do that? Was there a mechanic like that in this game? I think Dark Souls 3 had a mechanic where the game allows you to do that. Like, after you beat a boss, for example, the game kindles you. I might remember wrong. There's so much of information in these games that is just... So much of the information in these games, especially like from softwares like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, it's so like... how do we say this? So much of the information is kind of like... It's in conflict with each other because it's so like similar, you know? Like assessing the whichever game like every aspect was for is a difficult thing sometimes when you play these games too much.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
This is very loud again.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
The undead are sent to the undead asylum to await their inevitable death. Well, clearly not all of them are, because, you know, we find a lot of hollows and undead enemies in, you know, the land of Lordran, so clearly not the case for all of them. Maybe just the ones that are just found and criminally, like, I don't know, indicted or something? Odd. Level up and kindle bonfires. Now, did I have to kindle a bonfire to fucking... Oh, right, I need to first change myself into a human form, right? Am I gonna be dying anytime soon or something? I very strongly doubt that. So I think we're just gonna go and... Pop that. That's not... Actually, wait, no, that's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. Where's item discovery? Plus, I know that there's humanities around this place, but... where is... I think item discovery is just a... Yeah, you can see it's a stat in this game. The webcam might be covering it, but yeah. Item discovery 150, in case you can't see it. I think you might be able to see it. It's kind of like just maybe there. But yeah, item discovery goes up from popping humanity. Let's pop another one. So 150. I think you can actually see the difference also. Yeah, you can. So that's a good reason to have actually a lot of humanity stacked on the bar. Although I don't think it increases when you have more than 10 humanity. Like 10 is the maximum for like item discovery. Then there was some other stats that also benefited from humanity that I don't remember anymore. Because the memory for these things is so conflicted with so many other things that I'm like confusing it with at the same time.
What do we have here?
So it makes it more difficult.
You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right?
Then his voice
Well,
is too
you're
loud.
not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other
I'm not gonna
is
kill him on this playthrough.
far below.
I'm gonna wait
in the
until he
ruins
goes
at the base of
downstairs and
Blight
turns into a
Town.
hollow.
Ring
I'm gonna
them
kill him
both,
then.
and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
What a lovely guy.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity?
Wait, he actually gives some useful
there are
info.
a few ways to go about it. Collected bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all. What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Right?
What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul.
I have never talked to him
listen
really this
carefully
long, I must say.
then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
Don't we all? If you played that place in 15 FPS, PS3 or Xbox 360...
Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions.
I have more questions if you would hear them.
What? I'm not up for chatting.
Okay. Alright. Good enough. Yeah, it feels like their voices are not actually that low. I wonder why that is actually. I do remember that their voices were actually very low, so if I put it all the way to 6, how's it?
What now?
It's fine. Right, let's go run around. Actually, wait, no. I wanna see, how do I... Oh, wait, that's how you do it. Reverse hollowing. But there's a possibility that I actually die here when I do a certain something here, so let me just... God damn it. I need to find Hallmark Bone somewhere.